Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well, or as I should be saying, it's Ohio in Japanese. Kansas Otaku here once again. Um, kind of being a odd situation today. Just don't really have anything planned. I got, I guess a couple announcements and nothing bad per se. Just felt like doing something a little different, so got a few things to show off, a few things to announce. Mainly got some music to play with Mimikyu here, and hopefully it shows up on the stream. I've got two images up on the sides now instead of just the regular gray borders, which I don't mind, but some people might not. But yeah, I got Mimikyu right there, Riolu right there. Just thought I'd spice it up a little bit. Might add some more later on, or do something to kind of make it a little more lively. But for right now, I think that's a good start. Hopefully this music isn't going to be too dull. I thought about doing some of the Fallout music again, but it's like, well, that's really old, and this playlist I think is just called relaxing music. I'm not sure if it's all piano music, but just something a little chill, so thought we'd do that. And it might just be me kind of waiting for someone to pop in, and then I might start, harassing them, saying, "Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. If you got anything you want to talk about or want me to show off, I could do that." But I do actually have a few things I need to show off today from my little trip I took on this past Friday. Basically I drove for a little while, and then about 2 hours 40 minutes away from where I currently live. Nice little town I haven't been to in a while, and went to a card shop there and found a few things and a card game that thought it'd be interesting, but of course once I show it, it'll be the obvious reason why I got it. And that, of course, is, well, might need to adjust the camera a little bit. Just got it on a little, vlogger tripod here, so it's not exactly the best, but it gets the job done. But anyway, Aggretsuko Work Rage Balance. So obviously Aggretsuko, it is a character from Sanrio, which is known for the Hello Kitty franchise. This character, or this series in particular, I do love very much. About a young, I think they call her a raccoon. Yeah. She works at a accounting office, and as you can see, dealing with several different situations at work, and it kind of gets to her. So usually, either every night or at the end of the work week, to get rid of her rage, she'll go to a karaoke bar and sing death metal. But yep, I think the guy at the store I bought this from said it was kind of like a combination of poker and some other things. But yeah, go from mild-mannered office worker to raging heavy metal rock star as you race to finish your work. You combine co-workers like Director Tan, Director Gory, and Kabe to be the first to empty your hand. About a 30-minute game. 3 to 6 players, anywhere 10 and over. Got 92 cards, 6 tokens. I could open it up, but I'm going to hold off on it just because, you know, don't really have anyone to play it with. Oh, hello, Cool Play. Nice to see you there. I'm just talking about a card game I bought during my trip. Kind of showing off a little stuff about it, like the complexity. It's supposed to be a fairly easy game to get into. It's supposed to be a fun game to play. Based off of Aggretsuko, which if you don't know Aggretsuko, definitely look it up. It's an anime that's, I believe, on Netflix. But it's a very fun one. But on top of that, actually from a different place, I got some Aggretsuko figures. Got a little carried away with these. Because I saw them, and it's like, I just had to buy them because I like the series, and I like the characters. At least the ones I grabbed here, and then a few that we'll find out for sure. So, you know, we just go with the basic one here. So, yep, that's Aggretsuko. And in this series, yeah, so on this one it shows which ones you get. Oh, I'm doing good today. Just kind of doing a different type of stream, just kind of showing off some stuff, chatting, just relaxing. So yeah, with this one, you get, I believe his name is Ukami, which, got Ukami right here. You get, you know, metal Aggretsuko with a microphone and amplifier, which I guess that's that one there. Goes from working to rocking. Director Gory. You get a different Aggretsuko, kind of a more red color look to that one. And another one with a laptop and headphones. Another Director Gory. Secretary Washimi, which is this one here. And Tsunoda. So, the weird thing about it at the store, I haven't done a giveaway video yet, unfortunately. I've still been thinking about it. I think I got one thing I might try to do sometime. I'm just not sure when I'm gonna start it. But yeah, I'll eventually, if you're still around here, I'll be showing off what might be doing for kind of like a giveaway type deal. But yeah, at the store they had some different ones, so had to get the regular, the metal. I got Ukami, I should say. And Washimi. Then they also had these mystery ones, which completely blind box type deals. So I don't know if you're supposed to be able to get something other than the regular ones. Because like on the side here, it'll show like 2 out of 12 chance on this one, 2 out of 12, 1 out of 48, 1 out of 24. But then you get to these ones on the back here. It's like this one, it's Club 28 with karaoke machine and purse. So this is her before she starts going all metal. And then a glow-in-the-dark one, and then a gold edition. This one, it says there's a 1 in 96 chance, and this one says it's a -1. So I don't know if that means that's the chance that you get them, or if, you know, I got these ones here, and then I end up opening up these and finding out that it's another one of those. Which I'm not going to complain. Most likely what I'll be doing with these is taking them out of their packages and setting them up in front of my TV. So yeah, these ones are mystery box ones. So I thought I'd go ahead and save them for a stream, which will be this one. Open them up, see what's inside, and hope that we get something good out of them. Had to check something right quick on that one. That's all right. Well, obviously the one I'd really like would be the gold one, but you know, I think there was at the store I bought these from, I think there's probably at least half a dozen or more of these blind ones, but because I didn't want to spend all my money, I just went ahead and got 3. And also because there's a chance that I could be getting 3 of the exact same thing, or, you know, something that's not exactly as good as the others. So, I'll go ahead and break open those. So, this one looks like it's another Aggretsuko. See which one it is. Okay, so yeah, this is the one with, looks like a laptop and headphones. Oh, no, I'm gonna open all of them up right now. But I was gonna check one thing, just to make sure. Okay. With these ones, at the store I got them from, they were $5. And I already made one big mistake, which I should have known better. She's a red panda. So yeah, that's her. So yeah, Agretzko is a cute red panda working as an office associate in the accounting department of a highly respected trading company. It's always been a dream of hers to work in this field, but in reality, her bosses are unsympathetic and give her harsh deadlines. When she gets pushed to the limit, she goes out after work and takes out her anger and stress on heavy metal karaoke sessions. And then it shows off which other ones you can get. So far not too bad. We got just a regular Agretzko here with her headphones and laptop. See if I can get that back in there. So yeah, the prices on them weren't too bad, like $5 a piece. That's, you know, a decent price for something like this. And of course, it's definitely a case like if you were to buy, like I did, I got 7 of them, so that price adds up pretty quick. So yeah, let me grab the card out for him. So this is Ukami. At work, Ukami skates through by doing bare minimum. At night, he goes on the prowl. So, I honestly don't know the values of any of these. Obviously, I'd have to assume that any of them, like the base ones here, probably not going to hold up any value at all. It'd just be these ones on the back that would probably go for something. And again, didn't look into them to see what the value would be. Just, I didn't buy these for collecting purposes or to do anything other than to have them because I like the series, and basically I was, if I saw something that was, if I see anything that's based off of the series, I'm probably going to buy it. So yeah, let me look at hers. Okay, Secretary Washimi. Washimi is stunning and talented. She is a secretary bird and personal assistant to the president. She has a knack for being able to meet all of his needs. She is fed up with how he treats people and how he is such a pushover. She is cool as a cucumber at work, but in her private life, she knows how to let loose. Dead Note, honestly, that was one that I tried to watch at one point, but I think it was basically after like the first episode, I kind of lost interest. I don't know, for some reason there's like certain anime that, you know, could be really popular, but I just don't have any interest in them, or it doesn't do enough to keep me interested. So yeah, Death Note was one of those that I do remember watching at least one episode, maybe a couple, but you know, after like after one session, I was just like, this isn't really for me. Okay, so we'll get on with the second one here. Okay, and it looks like this one is going to be the director. So yeah, this is Director Gory. Attack on Titan I have watched. really enjoyed the first season, and then the next couple seasons I did watch, and there was some enjoyment in there. I've not watched the final season yet. So director Gori. Gori is a talented and hardworking director of marketing. She is a daunting figure on the outside, but is surprisingly delicate on the inside and often finds it hard to say what is on her mind. She dresses in cool, conservative fashion, but comments about her physical appearance hurt, and she frequently cries herself to sleep at night. So yeah, got the director there. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing about the final season, is that it's not exactly... I wouldn't say it's not bad, but it sounds like the way they ended it, it's kind of disappointing. But that's kind of what happens when they decide to do one final season and they try to, put everything from the mangas into just a few episodes, and it doesn't really work out that well. Another show that I've watched. And to be honest, I think it was like after the second season, maybe, I didn't really care for Eren that much. I was kind of happy when they tried to do more focusing on some of the other characters. But anyway, another show that sounds like it had a big 180 turn for the worse. The Promised Neverland. That one, the first season was amazing, about a bunch of kids in an orphanage, only to find out that they're basically food for demons, so they're trying to plan an escape. They make their escape in the first season, ends off really well, makes you excited to see what's going to happen to them on the outside when they're not in the protection of the orphanage, and it sounds like they kind of just threw it in the trash. Ruined it. A lot of people I've heard hate the second season. I have not watched it. I'm kind of glad I haven't, because, yeah, sounds like they just killed the series. Okay, so we got one more shot here. See if we can't get anything there. Oh, and I think we got Ukami again. Yep, sure enough. Another Ukami. So that is unusual. That the store had some in the boxes like this, and the boxes like this. But there's no signs of them, like, intentionally taking off the labeling, or like the black screen off of those and just putting one on there. So they probably just did it to where, the regular ones they just threw in like that, and then they said, okay, well, if you don't really care which one you get and you just want to make it a mystery, do it like that. Stranger Things? No, I have not watched it. I've heard good things about it. I've seen movies like It, which I really liked, so you'd assume I'd enjoy that movie, but yeah, just for whatever reason, I did not watch it, or I have not seen it yet. Part of the reason is because I don't have Netflix, but, technically this is a Netflix show, but I was able to have a workaround to actually watch it. One second here, gonna crack open a iced latte drink. Hopefully I don't make a mess. From Telegram, no, well, from other, like, streaming sites, yes. Whether or not they are proper ones, I'm not gonna say. There's just been several things I've wanted to watch that I don't have the service, and if it's the only thing I want to watch from that service, I'm not gonna fork over the money to watch it, so, yeah. Do a workaround with it. Well, I was gonna show off something there, but I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. I looked up something different. This one says it's just relaxing music. It is just piano music, so I'm enjoying it so far. A little different. Okay, so for something else that I recently got, this is actually something that I had pre-ordered. I might have to adjust the camera here to make sure it's shown properly. So, depending on it, if you watch YouTube or if you watch anything online, there's a group in, I believe, the United Kingdom, what they channel called Did You Know Gaming. They basically do like facts and interesting tidbits on various video games. And there's a side group to them called Region Locked, who do information about games that were never released outside of their published country. And I can't remember how long ago it was exactly. It's at least 2 years ago or so. They started a campaign to get basically like a coffee table style book published of all these various games that they've discussed. It did finally come out. And I was a backer for this. I contributed a decent amount of money. I'm not sure, well, not obviously not in the thousands, but enough that I was able to get a copy of the book and a few other trinkets along with it. So yeah, it's just really awesome little book here that's got various things in there, like talking about different video games that only came out in certain countries. Kind of gives you the whole history about it. So yeah, different ones, like games that only came out in Japan, ones that only came out in the United States. Not too many. I think a lot of those, it's like that was a universal deal, but yeah, there's some really interesting ones. So yeah, I really liked the videos that they did about these games, and kind of going into details about why they only came out in those countries. So I went ahead and helped back the publication of the book, so that way it could be made and actually get a copy of it. And of course, with the one I got, the people who made the book signed it. And their names are... should be on here somewhere. Oh. So we got Matt Barnes, Daz Brown, and Greg Sego Curl. Well, I'm a gamer. I'm not sure if I'm a legend or not. I'm an otaku, as my title is. A few extras that they gave, a couple bookmarks, like one that's actually got the Reason Lock on it. Also got a coffee mug with it on there. And it's a really nice one too, because this doesn't feel like it's, tacked on at all. So hopefully once it goes through the wash, it's not gonna come off. And then I also got a shirt, which I'll go ahead and rip that open. And then, of course, you can't really see it. It's a hoodie as well. Yeah, with this one, with their campaign, they did it kind of like a Kickstarter campaign. So depending on how much you contributed, you could also get a few extra incentives. Like you could get, a regular copy of the book, a signed copy of the book, a t-shirt, a hoodie, So I don't know if that's gonna fit on the screen or not. It's kind of big. But yeah, this is the hoodie. And I think there were, well, I know there were several higher tiers of contribution to where you could get like 2 copies of the book, or well, if I can show it here on this front page here, it has a list of names for people who probably, well, these are probably like the ones that are like $500 or more. The main, well, not that's gonna mean anything. There is one name up here, Stuart Ashens, or Ashen. He is another YouTuber from the UK that I watch, so I think he also has one of the games in here that he personally talks about. $76. So yeah, there's one of the games here called the Great Space Race that Ashens gave some commentary on. So there's been a few things in the past that I have basically contributed to, like helped fund, like Kickstarter type stuff. There was well, a couple of games I know for sure. There's Yooka-Laylee that I helped fund, like basically just like the bare minimum. Oh, what game was that? Oh, if you're talking about the Great Space Race, the one I was showing on there that Ashes helped, it was on the ZX Spectrum, and that one's only available in Europe. Because I think the ZX Spectrum was mainly a European console. Kind of like a computer console type deal. Okay, yep, the Great Space Race, so... Okay. Got one other thing I'm opening up. I got this in the mail yesterday. I'm kind of excited about it because I didn't... Well, forgot about it, even though I only purchased it, or pre-ordered it, like a month or so ago. Well, this is interesting. Okay. So this is a game that I think originally came out on possibly the PS3 and the Vita, in Japan only. It's called Akiba's Trip, or Akiba's Trip, however you want to pronounce it. This is the Switch version of the 10th anniversary edition, Hellbound and Debriefed. So yep, this is a unique type of game, to say the least. Vampires have infiltrated the streets of Akihabara, and stripping them of their protection from the sun is the only way to defeat them. So basically with this game, you're playing as the protagonist in Akihabara, and you're fighting these vampires, and the only way you could defeat them is to take off their clothes. Then that exposes them to sunlight, and that helps defeat them. Very odd, but they actually had one out on the PlayStation 4, which is technically called the same thing. It's called Akiba's Trip, but because it was the first one to come out in North America, it was the second game in the series. So this was technically the first, but since it only came out in Japan, they made a special edition to celebrate the 10-year anniversary and to release it in North America. So I believe this one's got the game, an art book, and a soundtrack to it. The first game, or the one I technically played on the PlayStation 4, I really loved. Hentai game, technically no, because there's no nudity. As you can see on the rating, it's got themes and language and violence and blood, but once you basically get them down to their underwear, they are defeated. So it's not like you're seeing anything more than that. Yeah, so depending on who you ask, it could be considered that. But like I said, it's kind of a generic game. Like, you're just going around the same areas over and over again, taking on the same enemies. But I had a lot of fun with the PlayStation 4 game. One of the first PlayStation 4 games I actually got all the trophies in, and it didn't feel like a chore to do it. I enjoyed playing it up until I got the final platinum trophy. So yeah, this announcement, or when it was announced, it was kind of a surprise to me because I loved like I said, loved the game that I played, and once I heard that they were coming out with this one, I knew I had to buy it. So I went ahead and threw in a pre-order for it, and that was basically like a month ago. Honestly didn't know that it was planning on coming out this week. So I got this yesterday and opening it today, or at least unbox it today. Well, this is probably one of those games. There's another game that I do have that it would definitely be a no, but this is one that if I were to try to stream it, because of the content, I'm not sure if it's going to be allowed to stay up. For some reason, YouTube has no problem if you're showing off something that's got, dismemberment, blood, gore, swearing. But as soon as you get into anything that's got anything to do with potential nudity, they throw up arms and they throw down the ban hammer and they won't let you do it. But I'd probably attempt to stream it at some point. I just don't know if I can, or how long it would be before they decide, you're not gonna have that on our service. Well, that's kind of what I was planning on doing with, with the other games I played. Well, I guess coincidentally, Dante's Inferno that I played, I don't think I've had any of those taken down yet. They've got nudity in them. They've got sexual content, and as far as I know, nothing's been done about it. Of course, now that I say that, they're probably gonna look back at it and do something, but... Okay. I'm gonna put this back down again, because we're gonna have to focus, because I've got some more Pokemon cards. So I got a few things from, well, a streamer on YouTube called Royal Gaming Pokemon. And this is a guy who goes on live streams about, I think at his time it's like 8 or 9 p.m. Central or Eastern Standard Time. So he lives on the East Coast in the U.S. So for me, it's in the middle of the night, or like around 8 or 9 p.m. For him, it's 7 or 8 for me, 8 or 9 for him. And yeah, he basically does like what they call an online shop, where you send money to him. You say that you want this or this, and then he will open it up live on stream for everyone to see. And if you get anything good, he'll put it in a bag and ship it out to you. And if you don't get anything, he just throws away the bulk, so you don't have to worry about it. So with this particular person, I had watched it for a while and decided a few weeks ago that I was going to go ahead and make a few purchases and see what all I could get. Honestly, I think I probably spent about $1,200 around that area on all this stuff. Definitely not getting my money, or not getting my money back, like if I were to try to resell this. Because his prices are basically kind of, I'd say they're about the average for what they would go for, like at stores or online. Because the thing with him, he's got the current stuff, and he's also got some older stuff, as I'll be showing off here in a bit here. But he also does what he calls his royal packs, which is basically like a mystery pack. It's $100, and he'll have an envelope. He'll put your name on the envelope, and then at a certain point, he'll open up the envelopes, and whatever it says you get, he'll open that or give it to you. So with these royal packs, or these mystery packs, basically, I spent $400 or $500 on those. And then there's also some older stuff that I'll be showing here, which were a little bit more as well. I'll kind of go in order of what I bought and what the value is of them. And I guess you could kind of say that, but I like this guy. I watched him for, at least a few months before I decided to do any purchases, just to make sure he was legit. And he is. He's a really nice guy. He works part-time, and then he does this on nights, and it's a fun hobby for him. So, yeah, I'll just show off some of the stuff I got. So, there's like the green energy card, a reverse hollow Brock's Grit, reverse hollow Onyx, non-hollow Raticate, reverse hollow Porygon, Poliwag, Beedrill, Kakuna, and those ones were from the XY evolutions. Then I got Hop, actually a couple Hops, and Eldegoss, a hollow Hitmonchan, another one from Evolutions. Got Dregnaw, Zoroark GX. This is a Marshadow promo. I think it was from... Oh, I can't remember now. Because there was 2 different mystery boxes I ended up getting from separate streams. One of them was from a box of Shining Legends, which I think this one was. And then this one was a promo from Generations. And then I got him a Chop. Got an Esper. And I think they said they called this one from the Radiant collection. Got a Hitmonchan. Golem EX. This was one of my favorites from one of the streams. It's a Flareon EX from the Radiant collection. It's got hearts on there. So yeah, this one was a really nice one. Yeah, overall I was happy with everything I got. There were a couple of them where I got something that maybe wasn't as good as others, but, at no point did I feel like I was getting ripped off. That's the main thing. So yeah, got Dodrio. Got a Jirachi. A Charmander. Mega Blastoise EX from Evolutions. Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. And then a full art Brock's Grit trainer card. See if I can't take it out to look at it a little bit better. So, yep. And I know, yeah, those 3 alone came from one. Well, not one pack, but from one deal that I got opened up for me. Now he was also offering some older Japanese packs. So I purchased a couple of those on one of his streams. Oh, that bag just ripped open. Okay, that's all right. That'd be nice, but I highly doubt it's that much. Maybe a tenth of that, if I'm lucky. But yeah, these ones were Gym Heroes and Fossil from Japanese. And of course, they opened them up on the stream for me. Older cards, but definitely very nice. So we had Spearow, Rhyhorn, or Rhydon, whichever one. This one was a really good one. It was Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu. So I'm definitely gonna have to put that one aside and make sure I get it sleeved and top loaded, because I think this one would be... Yeah, this one would definitely be a good one to maybe get graded sometime. It's not hollow or anything, but just because it's an older Pikachu. Got Mankey, Sandshrew, Graveler, a trainer card, and a Primeape, and Victory Bell. Well, kind of. I've had mystery boxes, like Pokemon mystery boxes I've purchased off of eBay and opened those up. Just nothing live on stream, because part of the reason for that is eBay is one of those places that's kind of, well, can be a little sketchy, so you just have to be sure where you're doing it from. There was one that I did that could have been okay. I ended up getting a well, some booster packs, and one of them ended up being a jungle pack. So that was the value about $200 for that pack, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, I did open it up on a separate video I did, and ended up having nothing in it. It was more or less a light pack, but it was still interesting. So we had, oh, and this one was from Fossil. So we had Ammonite, Slowpoke, Grimer, Ekans, Horsey, Shelder, Ghastly, Slowbro, and Kingler. Now the thing is, with these, the reason why he opens these ones up on his stream is because with these older packs, they come with a guaranteed holo, which I have not shown yet because he sleeved those separately for me. So I got those hiding here. But yeah, as far as these packs go, these ones were definitely a little on the pricier side. As like, I think the Fossil was $230, and the Gym Heroes was around $270. So, and I got both of those on the same night, so that was a pricey purchase, but I was happy with the results because I'll be showing you what I end up getting from that here in just a second. Okay, so you could say I had beginner's luck with my first purchase from him when I bought one of his royalty packs with mystery pack deal. Because like I said, it was $100 to get. My first time. I ended up pulling this. It was Platinum Arceus blister pack. Sealed, legit. These currently go on eBay for about $200. So I find myself very lucky, happy, fortunate that this was the first thing I got. And kind of the reason why I kept going back to buy a few things for a couple of weeks. So yeah, this one I was really happy about. He asked if I wanted to open it on the stream, and I said no, thank you. I wanted to keep this one, just because yeah, my first one, and I was just real excited, and it's like, because there is a chance that you don't get anything in this, but if you keep it completely sealed like this, it's gonna still have its value to it. So yeah, that was for my first purchase on the stream, which I was really happy with. And then, as far as the cards from, like, the holo cards from those Japanese packs I got, the first one was from the Gym Heroes. Ended up getting Lieutenant Surge's Firo. As far as that Arceus goes, I don't know right now. As of right now, no. In the future, possibly. That'd probably be something I'd save for a special occasion. So yeah, the first holo I got was this Firo card. Not one of the best ones you could get, but I still like it. It's a nice looking one. I forgot what it's going for online right now. I think if you do get this one graded, it is a couple $100, so technically would get my monies back from this one for that pack purchase. But this wasn't the best one. So, the other one is from Fossil. Yeah, I think if I make it up to that many subscribers, that's probably when I'd decide to do it. Like one of those big monumental occasion type deals. But yeah, as far as this one goes, this is one I was really happy about. Got a Hollow Mew. Yeah, I was definitely excited when they pulled this one for me on the stream. Because, I don't know if you can see it, there's what they call a swirl effect in the hollow right there. And if your card has a good swirl in it, that can help increase the value to it. I'm highly considering sending this one in to get graded. It's not perfectly centered, but it's still, pack fresh, and it's got that swirl in it. But even if I do send it in to get graded, I don't think I want to sell this one. It's a very nice card, even though Mew's not, considered one of my favorites. This is one that's kind of a harder one to find. Yeah. And that's most likely what's going to happen is I would... Actually, with both of them, I would probably go ahead and get both of those sent in to get graded. The Fearow one is probably better centering on that one. Wouldn't go for as much, but that's probably the one I would end up selling. But yeah, that Mew one, yeah, like I would want to get it graded, and once I do get it graded, it's probably gonna be kept. Now there was one more thing. because at one point in time, along with the $100 Royal Packs that he was selling, he had a few more graded items that were, a lot better value than that, so he was wanting to put those out to sell, but at a higher price. So he did what he called a premium Royal Pack, which was a $500 purchase. At one point, he had 2 of them. One sold. I can't remember which card it was. It was a very nice one. It was like maybe a base Blastoise. But he had one more that, no one purchased it for about a week. So I decided I was going to purchase it. And I'm happy to say that I made a good choice in purchasing it. It is a graded Gym Heroes foil pack from 1998, Japanese. And it's a Gem Mint 10. Now, honestly, I don't know how much they're going for on the market right now, but it's at least $500. But yeah, from 1998, so definitely, 23 years. But it's, nice, sturdy chunk of plastic. It's not going to break. Now, I was kind of hoping it had a base to it so I could at least, set it up like that. So, yeah, that's the 500 minimum. Since it is a Gem Mint 10, a lot of times the 10s go for a lot more, so it could be more than that, definitely. But, yeah, it's like with this and any other cards that I would get graded in the future, it's like part of me would want to display them somewhere, but another part of me is like, I want to put them in a safe so that way they're, not going to get ruined or anything. But something like this, I think would be really nice to have just sitting somewhere. I don't think Mimikyu's gonna hold it up. There we go. Lucky, maybe, because like I said, it's like most of the things I did buy were the mystery packs, so I wasn't sure what I was going to be getting. Some of them I feel like I might not have purchased it knowing what it was, I'm happy with the results, to say the least. Well, definitely with that and the Arceus pack, and like I said, the two holos from the Japanese, I'll get into trade. This one, I'm feeling like I want to go in and trade, or grade, I should say. Grade that, grade those, and maybe even that Pikachu. I'm going to be reading my book at some point, play the game at some point. Yeah, no problem. It's like, I don't know why. It's like when some of these things I have had for a few days, and like some of those for like a week or more, but it's like, for some reason in my mind, I was just like, I kind of want to just wait and hold off until I can, do a stream to show them off. Not like I'm trying to gloat or anything. Mainly it's just me wanting to, if anyone is interested, to at least let them see what I've got available. Okay, so, bit of an update, I guess. I tried messing around with my PlayStation 3 some more. I had it unplugged for a few days, and then last night I plugged it back in and tried a few different discs in the system, like a Blu-ray and a DVD. I tried... Well, I'm getting close, but I gotta wrap up a few things first. So yeah, I tried a few things I saw online on what I could do to possibly fix the PlayStation 3. Nothing worked. So the only thing I can think of right now is that it's probably a case where the laser or something with the mechanism for the Blu-ray drive is not working, and I would either need to send it in to get repaired or purchase a replacement drive to attempt to fix it myself. I'm still up in the air on which one I'm going to do, because there's kind of the pros and cons for both sides. It's like if I try to do it myself, I've got the tools to open it. I've got videos I can watch to make sure I'm doing it right. It's just that I'm not entirely confident that what I could do will be a fix. If it's like I could try to get everything replaced and then it's still not going to work, and then I'm kind of at a loss there. Or I could send it out to someone who could hopefully professionally diagnose it and fix it, but the problem there would be the price for their services and then to mail it out, because this is the heavy PS3, so the shipping cost is going to be quite a bit. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is because I have done a few little things, not anything huge like this. I've replaced the hard drive in the system. I put in a bigger hard drive in the PlayStation 3. That was an easy thing to do, though. This is a little bit more technical, because there's you gotta get into the system, you gotta unhook some ribbons, and you gotta be very careful with those ribbons, because they can, if you rip or tear one, you gotta replace it. And like I said, I've already got the tools to do it. It's just, I've got to make sure I find the right product online and make sure it's got everything to it, and then make sure I'm watching some videos beforehand to see if there's any little specific thing I would have to do. Of course, if I needed to weld anything, which I don't, welding's not something I can do, so if it required any type of welding, I would definitely be saying no. But as far as this goes, I think all it needs to do is take out some screws, take off some ribbons, replace some type of board on it, and put everything back together. So supposedly it could be anywhere from like a 15-minute project up to an hour long, just depending on what there is. But my system's dirty, so that's the other thing. I gotta make sure I get it cleaned up pretty well before I put everything back together. And it also could be something I don't know how I would do it, but something I could possibly try to set up for a stream. I could have the camera, like, this would be more or less my workstation. Yeah, anytime I got like a little project, like there was a controller that I took apart and cleaned up, and I ended up watching a video to make sure I was doing it right, or if there was anything I needed to watch out before so I didn't break anything. So yeah, definitely gonna be watching videos, but if I were to stream myself doing it, it's like this would be my workstation, and I could kind of have the camera set up. I don't know how good of a place I could do it, because in one spot I could show it, but on the other hand, it's like I don't want to have distractions, and that could be a possible distraction if I'm streaming myself fixing it. So it might just be a case of little shorts, that like a little short video I do, like saying, okay, well, I'm working on it right now, and then hey, it's fixed, or hey, it's not fixed. So kind of something there. Not sure how soon I'd go about doing it. It's not gonna be anytime soon, because yeah, we'll need to watch more videos and do some research online to see where I could buy the Blu-ray drive and make sure I'm getting one that's going to be reliable or has everything in it, so I'm not getting in the middle of fixing it and find out that I'm missing a piece. So yeah, and even if I do find the part, I'd probably be waiting anywhere from like a week or two to get the part in, and then finding a day that I could actually work on it. So since PlayStation 3 is out of commission at this time, the next thing is what's next for my gameplay videos. Kind of wanting to make it to where I'll see what your opinion is and then go from there. Because I've got 3 things I can do right now. Number 1 is another PlayStation product, which is the PlayStation TV, which is basically kind of like a little box that you could play your PlayStation Vita games on, and if you have it on there, other games. So I've got a PlayStation TV that I could hook up, and it's got some Vita games on it already, but it also has some original PlayStation games on it. So I could like either one-off series of random games, or if there was a certain game on there that I was genuinely interested in, I could do like another series in one of those games to try to get it to completion. And I think the setup for that would be kind of like with my PlayStation 3, so I've already got everything set up to where I could technically do the PlayStation TV, and I don't think I'd have to work around anything to try to get the video capture. Second thing, I don't really have anything on my Switch right now that I'm wanting to play privately, and then that would be my big project. Would be the Skyrim game that I mentioned before, where I play Skyrim. I would play as a Khajiit character, and since in that game your characters don't really speak, I would kind of do like voiceover type work on it. Like I'd pretend to be that character in the world and kind of role play. And the thing about that one is that it would be pretty fun. It's just that one's going to be one that it's going to take up majority of what I'd be streaming. Anytime I come on the stream, that's what it's going to be, and it's probably going to be that for quite a while. The third and final thing is my Xbox 360. I've still got that. It shouldn't be any problem to hook it up. I've got a few games on there that I could do plays of, like nothing big or major. Just games that I kind of bought recently and would be interesting to play or go back to some older ones. And I've got a bunch of games on, I think, the Xbox Live Arcade I could go back to, try to show off some of those or see if I can remember any of them. And then the main thing with that is, if I get that out, I would attempt to start a in-depth series on the game Too Human, which would be going into attempting to do speedruns in it, which, that's going to be another one that's going to take up a little bit of time. I'd be, doing little bits of gameplay here and there, maybe looking at a strategy guide I have to see what I need to do, so there'd be pauses in there, multiple playthroughs, and then attempting to do a speed run in it and see if it's even going to be possible, or if I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself and realizing that doing a speed run in that game just isn't feasible because of either the time it's going to take, or there's nothing to exploit to go through it quickly. But it would be an interesting experiment. Now that's why I asked what you think would be good, because I'm okay with any of them. Most likely I would be doing all of them at some point in time or another. It's just that I don't know what to do next. Or first, I should say. It would probably be a case of, if I decide anything today, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, the Switch idea. The last game I played on the Switch was a kind of a demo for a game that I played through. I finished the demo. I liked the game, but I'm like, well, I'm not invested in the game enough that I want to play that right off the bat. I might hold off and play it later. And kind of the same with the Akiba Strip game. It's like, I'm going to play it at some point, but not right away. So I could get things set up for that, and even if I start it with one episode and then, or get like a couple episodes in and then decide, this isn't quite working out, it's no big deal. I can always jump to something else on the Switch. So, yeah, I think that might work. Of course, I don't have the game next to me, so I can't show it off, but I think we'll go with that. I can get a few things set up, and then I don't think I'm going to be able to do it today, but let me see. I think my next day off is going to be next Monday. So I could, take a little bit of time between now and then. I could get the stuff set up for it, and then try to check a few things, see what's gonna work, what's not. Maybe work on a thumbnail for it. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet, because like I said, it's gonna become an experiment for me, so I think it'll be fun and interesting, but I think that sounds like a good start. We'll go with that and see where things go from there. So with that, as far as the rest of the day goes for me, I think I heard my dryer bell go off, so I got some clothes in the dryer I need to take care of. Get all this stuff put away and organized for later. And I'll start working on getting that Switch set up and see what I can do there. So a little bit of a shorter stream than normal for me. Well, besides my gameplay ones, but yeah, I appreciate you coming in to watch the stream. I'm glad I had someone here, so I wasn't, talking to myself the entire time like I usually do. But yeah, I think I will go ahead and call it there. I do appreciate you sticking around. Yep, you have a good day too, Cool Play. I'll see you next time, and until then, you take care.